All right, so absolute value function, it's the same as a vertex of a parabola. Opposite h follow k. Your vertex is hk. It's called the cusp, though. Same thing, if the a value is positive, it opens up or concave up, right? Or orientation up. And then opens down or concave down or orientation down if the a is negative. It's a min if it's up, max if it's down, same as a vertex of vertex and standard form of parabola. Okay. All right, so if we look at the first one, you have y equal negative quantity or absolute value x plus 1. All right, so let's write this here. And so this is what you see. But if you wanted to be really, really extra, this is what you really see, right? Remember, you guys got to know that we clean it up. We abbreviate, right? We combine signs. One is implied. We don't write the zeros. All right, so this is your A, H, K, right? Even though you can see it here. So K is 0, H is negative 1, A is negative 1. Yeah? All right, so then what is my vertex here? What is it? Negative 1, 0. And is it up or down? Anthony, opens up or opens down? Down. Down. So do I have a max or min? Yes. You'll have a maximum, right? And remember, the maximum point is always the same as the vertex. The max value is the k value 0, right? Because that's going to have to deal with domain and range. Because afterwards, with these 6 graphs at the bottom, I'm going to have you guys do domain and range for these. Okay, narrower, wider, or the same. Here, it's going to be the same because the a value is 1. And we'll get to that. When we get the graphs, we'll get it. Okay. All right, that's what you're doing for 2 through 6. Yes? Okay, for the bottom, for 7 through 12, it says neatly graph each absolute value. So if I look at 7 here, you have a graph. Well, you don't have a graph. You have to graph. All right, look, it gives you a little bit of space here. You should be quiet. You should be able to produce a little XY table. Probably about half of you are like, I'm good, I don't need it, I know how to put it in the calculator, I can graph it. And about half of you, you probably should be doing these for the 6. Remember, when you graph, you can't kind of lie your way through it. Your graph is going to show whether or not you understand the table. So here, my vertex is positive 3, 0, right? Because opposite h follow k. So I see a x minus 3, but it's really a positive 3 because it's minus, and then the substitution of a positive 3. You need to go 2 to the left, 2 to the right. So do you want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? 1. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And remember, they're going to have the exact same output value as long as they're equidistant to your h3, right? So then, calculator. Do you know how to put it in an absolute value into the calculator? So you have an absolute value right here. Abs, ABS, abs. See it? Okay, so let's clear it. So I'm going to type 3. I'm going to hit the abs. And inside, I'm going to type, because I'm going to plug in 1 for x. So 1 minus 3, and then I'll click out, and if you want to put the plus 0, you can, but you don't have to, right? You could do that if you want. And then you hit equal, and I get 6. right? Remember, it's your abs. So then if I want to type in 2, 3 abs, and then I want to substitute 2, so it's 2 minus 3, and then it's already there for you. It's not like the parentheses where you have to open it and close it. It's already closed. And so you just hit equal, and there's my 3, and then you plot the points. Yes? Okay, you're gonna work on it, all right? And if all else fails, go to Desmos, type it into Desmos, and verify that your graph is correct. Because then when you guys have these graphs, we're gonna go back and talk about domain and range for them. And then we'll talk about end behavior, and we'll see how much of that we can actually write here. Yeah, we're good? Is that okay? All right, I'm gonna stop it. I just want to graph. Did I do that right? So here, it's gonna look like a B. Have you guys graphed absolute values like in middle school? Did you guys do that? Maybe a few times, once? No? Yeah, whether you did this in middle school, I guess it would depend on your teacher. It's not like mandatory. All right, let me